Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm back at it with another fragrance video for you guys, but this one is going to be all about the best spring fragrances. I think a lot of these you could also wear in the summertime, but I'm going to do a video all about summer fragrances as well, so if you didn't see your favorite summer fragrance on here, it's probably going to be on that one. So these are just going to be some spring fragrances that I am absolutely loving right now, even though last week it snowed in Ohio, and it was incredibly depressing, and it seemed like spring was so far away when the ground was covered in 3 inches of snow. So hoping we're in the clear now and things start to bloom again, things stay alive, and we're in the clear for summertime. So typically, as you guys know, if you've watched my older fragrance videos, I am such a sucker for the sweet, gourmand, wintry fall fragrances, but lately I've really been into the more spring fragrances, the greener fragrances, the citrusy fragrances, and I think it's perfect for springtime. So while I do love those sweet gourmand fragrances, they aren't always the best for spring, so I think it's important to have a couple spring options in your collection as well. So guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out, which in return will help all of you out, and I do appreciate it. Also going to be doing an amazing giveaway when I hit 100,000, and I am so close, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay guys, number one on my list is VERSACE Pour Homme. Before I begin, I also want to say I am a Midwestern girl from Ohio, so if I say some of these wrong, I apologize. I have researched in advance, but when you get in front of the camera, you don't always say things right, so stick with me. This one is safe, it's clean, it's affordable, it's just one of the safest options you can possibly go for. It has an incredible dry down. I absolutely love this one. This just smells like a clean, handsome guy. This would be a great gym fragrance as well. I just absolutely love this one. Like I said, it's super affordable. Great option. This one definitely is more floral to me. It has a little bit of cedar in there, but it also has rose, geranium, hyacinth, and I smell those for sure. But it also has tonka bean, musk, and amber, which give it a little bit of sweetness on the dry down, which I really like. So this one, it smells a little bit boring and safe when you first spray it, but if you just hold on for the dry down, it becomes even more amazing. Okay, number 2 on my list is Club de Nuit Intense Man. So this one, you guys probably already know if you're watching this, is a dupe for Creed Aventus. And I'm gonna be so honest, I got a little sample of the Creed Aventus and sprayed it on a stick, and I sprayed this one on a stick, and I could not tell the difference between the two. They smell identical to me. Of course, every nose is different, and if you're a little bit more advanced, you may be able to tell the difference. But if you're someone that doesn't want to splurge on that super expensive Creed Aventus, this is an amazing option. This is so affordable, smells great. So just from smelling it right out of the bottle, you get the lemon, pineapple, green apple, very energizing and invigorating. Smells, seriously guys, just like Creed Aventus if you've never smelled that. The pineapple is really strong when you spray it. I also get a ton of the green apple. The reason I really put this one on here is because I know Creed Aventus is a highly loved fragrance by a lot of people in the fragrance community, and while I think it's great, I don't think it's necessarily worth it when you can get this for so much cheaper. I don't even know how much this is. I think like $20 maybe. I'm gonna put prices up on the screen for you guys. This is just a really great fragrance, and it's perfect for spring. Next up, we have PRADA L'Homme. This one, I typically don't like powdery fragrances, but this one is very powdery right off the bat to me. I think I had this one in one of my blind test ranking videos, and it ended up in the middle somewhere. Definitely not one of my favorites when compared to the fall and winter sweet fragrances like I mentioned before, but in a lineup of spring fragrances, I think this one is amazing. I just have such a soft spot for this one. I don't know why. It's very relaxing to me. It's inviting. It's not very citrusy like most spring fragrances are, but it's still light and refreshing. Top notes of this one, definitely smelled the neroli and the cardamom. I think I really like the dry down of this one also. It's cedar, sandalwood, patchouli, and amber, which I really enjoy. This one is just a really great spring fragrance. I wouldn't say it's necessarily great for the summertime, because when I think of summertime, I automatically think of citrusy, fruity, and this one really isn't any of those things, but I think for spring, it reminds me of when the trees start to bloom, everything starts to come alive a little bit more. We're moving out of the cold months and getting really excited for the warm months. So this one I love it. Like I said, typically don't like powdery fragrances. If you're someone that doesn't like those either, I think you'll still love this one. So before I get into this next fragrance, I did want to mention that Twisted Lily sent me probably 50 samples to go through, and I picked my very favorites for spring out of those samples and included them in this video. Also, they were so nice and sent me a code for all of you guys to use to get 10% off. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can use the code Courtney10. I have the link in the description down below, as well as links to the fragrances that they offer that are on this list. So like I said, I didn't just want to include fragrances because they sell them. I really wanted to make sure I loved them, so they sent me a ton, and I hand selected my very favorites for all of you. So the next couple are from Twisted Lily. Big thanks to them for letting me get my hands on all of these amazing fragrances. Next on my list, number 4, MANCERA Oud Lemon Mint. You guys, this is one of my favorites of all time. I think I would wear this myself. It's woody, aromatic. What I love so much about this one is that it's a creamy citrus. So it's like that creamy lemon to me. It's not so pungent and energizing like a typical lemon fragrance would be. I know some of those citrusy fragrances are like very pungent when you smell them. But this one is really creamy, and that's why I love it so much. So straight off the bat, you get a lot of lemon, almond, orange. I definitely smelled the leather and the vanilla in here as well, which is why I think I like it so much, because it's like a fresh lemony twist on a warmer fragrance. It's no surprise that I love this one because the base notes are my all-time favorite: amber, musk, vanilla, leather. I just love this one. Like I said, it's a creamy lemony fragrance. I don't get a ton of mint. I actually don't even think there's mint in. No, this has patchouli, but there's no mint in this. This one, if I'm being completely honest, is probably my very favorite on this list. So MANCERA is actually an incredible brand. I had never smelled them before Twisted Lily sent these to me, and now I'm obsessed and I want every single one of them. There's another one from them that I'm going to be including in a different video that you guys would absolutely love, but for spring, this is my all-time favorite. Okay guys, another one from Twisted Lily, we have the 8 & Bob Cap d'Anti. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Again, Midwestern girl from Ohio, bear with me. This one is incredible. I've heard people talk about the 8 & Bob fragrances, but I had never smelled them. This is an aromatic green fragrance, and it has incense in it, which you guys know that I absolutely hate incense, but for some reason in this one, I'm obsessed with it. It rounds it out perfectly. It smells amazing. It's the perfect touch of green and sweet. It has cedar and vanilla in the base notes. The top notes are violet leaf, birch, and mint. Definitely smell those, but it also has cedar, incense, and vanilla in the base notes, which just even it out perfectly for me. Again, like I said, I normally hate incense, but for some reason in this one, I'm obsessed with it. Just like most of these on this list, this one could also work in the summertime, but it's an amazing spring fragrance as well, guys. Definitely recommend this one. And the great thing about this one is that it's technically considered a niche fragrance, I believe, but it's affordable. It's not super crazy expensive like a Creed Aventus or something like that. Same with the MANCERA. I believe they're all under $100 if I'm remembering correctly, which I love. So you can get something that's a little bit more rare, a little bit more unique without breaking the bank and spending a ton of money. And don't forget, you can also get 10% off, which makes it even better. Next up is the MEMO Paris Sicilian Leather. This one is brand new for 2020. And I'm obsessed with it. It's very strong leather fragrance. It's citrusy, it's leathery, it's woody, but the main thing I get from this one is the leather, but then the citrus makes it perfect for spring or summertime. So like I said, it has the citrus and the leather, which makes it warm but also invigorating. I've never smelled anything like this one. It's zesty, energetic, but still warm and balanced at the same time. Also, can we take a moment to acknowledge the packaging? I know this is just a sample, but the bottle looks like this as well. It's beautiful. MEMO Paris does an incredible job at making their packaging look amazing. I'm a sucker for good packaging, so it always gets me, which is why I do the blind smell test, because I'm heavily influenced by packaging. So this one is incredible if you're someone that likes leather fragrances, but not super sweet. The citrus, like I said, really balances this one out, so it's not sweet. It's that perfect leather and citrus combination. Next on my list is a super cheapie. I think I picked this one up from TJ Maxx actually for like $15. This one is by Ermenegildo Zegna. This one is a simple citrus fragrance. It smells like someone clean that just got out of the shower. I think this is amazing for spring. It's a safe, clean option. This one is another one that would be great to wear to the gym. I think this one would be a great blind buy just because it is so cheap. It's a safe citrus, like I said, simple fragrance, so you really can't go wrong with this one. It's great for the gym, it's great for everyday casual wear, just a really awesome, simple fragrance. And last on my list is Acqua di Parma Fico di Amalfi. You guys, this is incredible. I have been loving Acqua di Parma lately. They have some of the best spring and summer fragrances that I have ever gotten my hands on. There's another one from Acqua di Parma that I think would be better for summer, which is why I put this one on the spring list. I actually have a few fragrances from Acqua di Parma, and they all are very heavy on the citrus, but this one leans more towards the figs, so it's a little bit sweeter, which I really love. This is a floral, fruity fragrance, amazing if you're someone looking for something affordable. I think this one is in the 40s, maybe 50. Super great fragrance. These are awesome quality. I love the packaging. They look so cute. Definitely a good fragrance if you're someone looking for something for springtime, a little sweeter that you can carry into summer as well. I will say, with all the Acqua di Parma fragrances I've tried, the performance on them is not that incredible if I'm being totally transparent, but while it does stay on your skin, it smells amazing. And I never really judge a fragrance on the longevity because I just respray throughout the day if I feel like I need to. So that doesn't bother me as much. I work from home, obviously, so I'm home all day. So if I notice I can't smell myself anymore, I just respritz. So I think it's totally fine, but this one is incredible. If you guys have not checked out an Acqua di Parma fragrance, I think this is a great one to start with. All right, guys, that is all I have for my favorite spring fragrances. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite is. If you've tried any of these, would love to hear what you guys think. Also, remember, if you're interested in the MANCERA or the 8 and Bob, those are all available on Twisted Lily, and you can get 10% off with my code Courtney10, as well as affiliate links down below that I make a small commission off of if you decide to purchase. Be sure to use Twisted Lily, helps me out, and I do appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there. I post a lot of Q&As, fragrances, all kinds of stuff that you will not want to miss, so be sure to check it out. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.